Little update on Elon Musk. He now tweeted recently, to fear parody or criticism is a sign of weakness. That was just earlier this month, and I missed it, okay? But I shouldn't have, because he is so projecting there from his own utter disdain at anyone who would parody or criticize him. That is, of course, a reference, even if not a conscious one on his part, to the fact that he spent like a couple of months freaking out about the fact that John Oliver made fun of him. God. Remember, he had earlier tweeted, "It is rather tragic to see an otherwise capable comedian like John Oliver become weak sauce. The reason he's not very funny these days is because he's too keen to pander to wokeness, which is fundamentally a lie, whereas great humor requires revealed truth." That was one of multiple tweets he sent out because a comedian made jokes about him. But now he's like, no, you must be strong in the face of criticism. Dude, you didn't have that at all. And I also missed, by the way, that John Oliver was asked about the effect that his comedy had had on Elon Musk. TMZ had asked him about why Musk was so upset with the fact that he just criticized. By the way, John Oliver complimented Elon Musk in a number of different ways, gave him credit in multiple areas, but he did criticize him as well. And anyway, John Oliver said, "You're gonna have to track him down and ask him. I don't know, that's a thin skin. I cannot possibly pretend to guess what's in that man's mind at any time. He seems wounded. He's definitely sensitive. That is a biological fact."
Yep.
And when asked about the accusation that Oliver is pandering to wokeness, John Oliver said, "I don't know what that means. I don't think he could explain what that means. And I think it means nothing. I don't know literally what he's talking about," which is so true. Francesca, what do you think?
I think that is a brilliant and perfect response to the claim that someone is woke, right? It's like we try to like analyze it and what it really means. I mean, it really means you're anti-gay and anti-black. That's pretty much it. But I love the idea, like, what? I'm sorry, who, what? You don't even know how to define it. This is a nothing word, is a perfect way to treat a troll.
Yeah, look, it's just, you know how like with every generation there's new slang, and the fact that the old generation uses the old slang as a way for you to feel, if you're younger, like, yeah, look at them, they're old or whatever. It's a way that you differentiate the different generations. But fundamentally, it's not like every generation is coming up with utterly new concepts. It's just new language to talk about the world. Well, back in the 90s, they called you PC. You were politically correct or whatever. You were bad in the exact vague ways that you're bad if you're woke. But they don't want to say that anymore because they don't want to sound like Paul Ryan or something. So they use the new term, but it's the exact same thing. They don't know what they mean. They just mean that you make me feel bad when you point out that I'm racist or misogynistic or homophobic or whatever, and I don't want to feel bad anymore. Not bad enough to actually evolve or learn anything, but I just don't want you to do it. So you're bad now, you're woke.
I'm sorry, just final thoughts. Like, there's a long dark history in this country of when people express empathy and sympathy for like historically oppressed people, what they are called. If they're nice, you get called a communist. But there's been times people called, and I'm sorry to say this, but N-word lover is a name that comes to mind. That's exactly what the people who say woke would be calling everybody else who they think is woke. They don't want to admit that, but that's exactly what we should be hearing when they say that.
Yeah, 100%. It means the same thing. They may not be bold enough yet to say it again, but that is what it means.